bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be.
First snow up there of the year. Looks like it got quite a bit of snow.
Oh, yeah, there they are. There are beautiful Olympic mountains right there. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. They're pretty far over there.
Yeah, and if we had a view of that from the property, they'd probably nail us for another $500 a year. I just love
Want to
Kitsap
tell these guys
County.
what we're doing? You know, you have like a little duck, little
Because I haven't done anything.
ducktail right
I
here.
haven't done anything this morning. I need a haircut.
It's a little early.
Yeah, it's a little early. We're going down to get some coffee because we don't have any coffee. And then we're going to work around the property. Have some trees to trim up now that it's time to trim the trees.
Yes, thank you everybody for giving
I
us
just
your
bought-
advice of the
Bill
fruit
67.
trees. There's a couple fruit trees that we do need to cut back and others we don't. So I'm going to take care of that.
Why, it's a beautiful day.
And obviously we are still at home. You want to tell them why we're still at home and why we're not traveling?
Now that we got the truck back, there were some recalls on it that we wanted to take care of, and they were basically the airbags. Driver side, passenger side, they want to change out, I guess, and the left tie rod, they want to investigate that.
Yeah, so those are
And
important.
as crazy it is, they're a month out. So the appointment is for the 29th of October. And I don't really know anywhere down the road where we could go and say, hey, can you do this? Because if they can't do it in a day, then I'm sleeping on the ground.
Right.
So we're just going to have to wait and have them do it here.
Plus, it's just kind of dangerous with that airbag because it can deploy at any time.
Now that's even scary to think about.
Right. So we're just down in Silverdale, our little hometown, and like Sky said, we're gonna go take care of a few things and then go back. He's gonna work on some trees. Actually, I'm not. I'm working on our travel budget.
Yes, indeedy. And it's a beautiful day, as you can see. A little chilly out here. It's going to be the high of 62, which is absolutely, I love it for up here, especially if you're working outside. But it is getting cold at night. And there's one of our crazy Washingtonians with the convertible top down.
Yep.
We take advantage here when the sun is out,
Right.
because it'll be over and done with pretty soon. So that's kind of the whole thing of what we're doing. It's just taking a little longer than we expected, and weren't expecting the truck to have to
Go back in.
well, I knew they'd have to do it, but I can't believe it's a month out. This area is just busy at every auto repair shop.
And Scotty
around.
did get us on a waiting list. Well, not a waiting list, but she said she would call us if somebody canceled.
Yeah.
So hopefully that happens. And
That would make things nice.
we are going to do a video tomorrow, I believe it is, about the drawing. We are still having a drawing, so we will get that information out to you. And we'll be doing the drawing this month. Yay.
Yeah, we just started, so we have 30 days to do it. Because it's that much.
Yeah.
That has been a lot of, there's a lot of paperwork to just, making sure you're doing it right.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. It can't, you just can't go give something away.
As much as we would like to just give it away, I gotta make sure that our channel is protected.
Yes, all our ducks are in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is Silverdale. This is the lower part of Silverdale. This all used to be swamp area in here. Not swamp, but
Grass fields for the
cattle.
cattle.
Marshland.
Yep.
We call it marshland. They weren't supposed to be able to build down here, but as you can see, there's a building on every corner.
Money made it happen.
Yeah. When
It used to flood. Remember when this whole area being
this whole
underwater?
area did. Yeah, this all just used to be farmland. When I was growing up, there were none of these buildings here.
No.
Except a couple little restaurants and some
Yeah, the
green
no longer
store.
the same thing. Yeah.
We're gonna go in here and get a cup of coffee. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
That's how you trim a tree. Should have cut it down to here. That way it'd be easier. Kind of went aggressive, but you can see this is what we did when we first got here 2.5 months ago. And that's how much it grew on the top already. All these are just in 2 months. As these trees grow so daggone fast, I think it's like 10 foot they'll grow in a year. And they're just awesome branches for all kinds of decorative stuff. They make the best fire pokers too. We forgot some last year. Anyways, this tree's done. Dang near killed me and Joseph yesterday cutting it all down, because you can see it's more than just a tree limb in there. These things are just incredible. We moved over here to work on this one over here, and I think that's going to be about it. Oh, but I did want to show you, Joey planted something, and I have no clue what it is. Check this thing out. It was barely nothing. Both these plants were nothing when we got here. So we have corn. Now obviously it's too late in the year to have any corn, but I think, is that where a corn cob comes from? I don't know. Well, obviously from corn, but that might be that. But this little thing, I was gonna weed eat this thing, and it's growing, and it just keeps going. So it's getting some kind of a bulb here, but I honestly don't even know what it is.
Squash.
Oh, is that what this is? Oh, it started out as just a little
I guess
thing.
you could have just come and asked me.
Oh. Well, I asked you to grab the camera. But
Yeah.
it just keeps going and going and going. This is the one we're working on now.
Yeah, these willows, they're corkscrew willows. I don't know how many we've got now. I think we've got 29 of them on the property. They just go and go and go.
Yeah, they really suck up the water, which is nice around here because we get a lot of water, especially down here. That was just a tiny little tree 3 years ago. I mean, it was no bigger than the little or the little pear tree over there, whatever that tree is. And it's just in a great spot for water. Actually, that used to be a big hole in the ground that Terry wanted for a fire pit, and I lined it all with rocks and everything, and then we went on vacation and came back, and it became a swimming pool. So needless to say, I buried it all back up. That's why it's kind of holy there or whatever.
Yeah. So Scotty's not going to get to the fruit trees today because they decided to go ahead and work on the willow trees.
Yep.
And then you got to go pick up a friend.
I do have to pick up a friend at work. And I'm realizing one thing. You know what? When you're on the road, you don't have to trim trees.
No, you don't.
I think I just will pick up garbage.
And we
than
do a lot
trim
of that.
trees. And then I already did the gutters up here, which are another thing I'm not enjoying. There's no fun there.
Yep. You got to come home and take care of chores.
But I am going to mow the yard later on today because I do enjoy that, because I do have 2 riding lawnmowers. But I do have a push mower that I like doing around the edges and stuff, get that exercise, because I need some exercise.
So that's our day, guys. Not a whole lot of excitement going on, but just like you guys, we got things we got to do. All right, I'll leave you back to cut.
Later. Back to work. I am at one of our military bases here in Bremerton. I'm here to pick up a friend that just got off work, and they have the coolest yard art, I'll call it. I'll turn around, I'll show you this. Wish I had this at my house. Check it out. That's the coolest. So they actually have a museum here. I don't have time to go inside, but maybe another day. Like I said, I'm just here to pick up a friend, and I wanted to show you this. Just impressive. They have some other vessels that go really deep, I assume, and they're over this way. Let's check it out. I'll tell you what, there were some brave people that went down in things like this. But it looks fun, but I don't see any windows to look out. So it's got a nice big old prop on the back. Oops. And there's a rear thruster. Oh, and I say they actually steer the unit by turning the propeller system. There is no rudder. The propeller is the rudder. Carried in the airplane. That is so cool. And one thing I've learned about our military is it says 4.1 knots. We always cut it in half. I'm sure this thing moves out, or did move out. And look at, there's the bell, I guess, that they would dive from. Now, I think I've seen this on a TV program before. See, all that unit just to hold 2 little people up there. Wow. And I carried a lot of fuel for buoyancy. For positive. Wow. Tell you, I'd give the men and women credit for jumping in something like this and just saying, we'll go for it. And we'll look at this little tiny hole right over there. Boy, that's tiny. Thanks for just checking it out with me. I always love subs. Anything to do with water, period. Until later.